mean that woman actually calls herself a doctor?
She's doing everything she can, especially to find a donor. You and I have to come to terms with the fact that we may lose JR before that happens. He's too weak. She says he could go at any time.
Brian.
I need you.
For what exactly?
Gail Walker. I know you were using her as leverage against David. I think we should team up and we should take him down together.
So, just tell me where you want to go.
In there.
Should maybe be home. Maybe like I'm coming out here tonight. Should be home with your husband. Since your wedding night. Outside a house he no longer lives in.
Well, I haven't seen it in a while, so I thought maybe we dropped it when we were moving out.
That bear is Trevor's favorite toy. Do you really expect me to believe that it's been missing for weeks and you're only now coming to look for it?
You think I'm lying?
I think you're covering. What's your husband up to now?
I don't know if you've been talking to him.
I found Gail.
Where?
I'll get to that, but the point is that she's got enough to put David away for a very, very long time. All we gotta do now is come up with a way to convince her to tell the cops everything. So what do you say? I mean, you got through to her before, right?
Well, why don't you just tell me where she is and I'll go talk to her?
Alone?
Well, I don't think that ganging up on a woman is going to really help your cause, do you?
What's going on?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you want to take David on, right? If you had the leverage to do that until Gail gave you the slip, and now that I tell you that I found Gail, and ask you to team up, you say you don't want my help. Why?
Brian!
Really? Really, why is it so important for you to take David on alone?
You're not going to like what I have to say.
Well, hey, we're supposed to be friends, right? And friends can tell each other everything, so go ahead. Level with me.
I wasn't using Gail as leverage to take down David. I am trying to get rid of Greenlee. Sabotaged the computers at Fusion and practically took the entire company down with it, put it into bankruptcy. And you know what? If Green wants to trash her own life, so be it. But I refuse to stand by and let her destroy my daughter's dream along with it.
Does Kendall even know what's going on?
No, she doesn't. Kendall is off with Zach. They're working on their marriage. I'm not going to bother her with business if she wants to focus on her family.
Well, this isn't only about business.
No, it's not. Greenlee has caused you nothing but heartache ever since she returned. Brian, you really deserve better.
Could you at least just consider the fact that maybe David is influencing Greenlee's actions? Right, so if we get rid of David, then we solve all of our problems.
Only if David takes Greenlee with him.
Look, you want leverage over David, you need to find Gail, right? I've already found Gail. So the way I see it is you've got two choices. You can either team up with me, or you can just sit back and watch me nail the bastard.
Marrying David is the start of a new chapter. What better way to close the book on the old one than to come to the place where Brian and I had our wedding?
So you came all the way out here to say goodbye.
Brian brought me here to change my mind. Remind me why we fell in love, and being here did bring up a lot of memories, but that's all they are. What Brian and I had is in the past. David is my future.
Oh. So, the way I see it, you came out here for closure, right? But of course you could have just taken everything of Brian's, anything reminded you of him and just thrown it in the trash and be done with it, but you didn't do that. You came out here because I don't think you know how to let it go. Or maybe you don't want to.
You know, you can't let it go.
Really?
What Brian and I had is over.
Well, you keep saying that, but why don't I believe you?
I shouldn't have to keep saying anything. I'm done explaining myself to you and everyone else.
I told you this has nothing to do with Jake. Trevor lost his toy.
Right. All right, by all means, go on in. Try to knock yourself out, search the place high and low. I certainly wouldn't want Trevor to go one more night without his favorite toy. Oh, and Amanda, if you happen to run into Jake up there, do me a favor, tell him try not to wake my wife. Unlike Trevor, she is sleeping.
Greenlee has no idea what she's gotten herself into. Marrying you could be the worst mistake of her life.
I'm just trying to move on, Amanda. Begin a new life with my new wife.
You've had so many chances to change David. You never do.
All evidence to the contrary. I've left you and Jake alone, haven't I? And I haven't even attempted to see Trevor once since the news came out. No, I would think that you would be relieved not having that threat hanging over your head anymore. But maybe that's the problem. Things have gotten so boring around Martin Manor that you're making excuses to come and see me.
JR was a match for my brother a few years ago, remember? If he and Richie have compatible bone marrow, maybe we will too. Maybe they made a mistake a few years back when they tested me.
It's a possibility.
JR has his whole life in front of him. He has a son to raise, AJ. He needs his father.
So does Colby. You know, there may not be anything that you can do for JR right now, but there is something that you can do for Colby.
Before those alarms went off, I was sitting here trying to figure out a way to stay positive for JR.
Colby, your brother needs our love and our support and our strength. You can reach him. All you have to do is try.
Honey, I heard about JR. Are you all right?
Where have you been?
I just thought you might need some alone time with Colby. You know,